Take a deep breath and let yourself notice how still the night feels, the edges of the day now softened, the pace of thoughts beginning to ease, and the body growing more at rest, like a quiet shoreline after gentle waves have passed, leaving only the soft shimmer of moonlight across the water, calm and steady, safe and easy. You can picture yourself resting in a space where nothing presses, where nothing hurries, where there is simply the comfort of the night air cooling around you, a blanket soft across your shoulders, and a light that glows in the distance. That light belongs to the tower, a presence that stands through each hour without urgency, without demand, simply existing as a marker of steadiness. Always there, never wavering, watching without rest, yet never asking anything of you. Its form is simple, a shape against the sky, familiar as the steady glow of a lamp at dusk, offering a feeling of continuity. When you imagine it, the tower does not intrude. It does not alarm. It does not call you to act. It only lingers like the hush of a quiet story told by firelight, warming the air and softening the edges of your awareness. In its company, you may sense the truth that nothing needs to be done. Nothing needs to be solved. Nothing needs to be held, because its watch is unbroken and calm, and you may simply rest in the safety of its presence. Everything is steady tonight. As you continue to rest into this moment, imagine the evening stretched wide and calm, a soft horizon where the last colors of the day have already given way to muted tones of gray and blue, the kind that settle the eye and invite stillness. In that wide space, the tower stands quietly, tall but never imposing, like a lamppost at the edge of a gentle road, casting a presence that is more companion than landmark. You do not need to move toward it, nor away from it, because the tower simply exists, steady in its place. As the air cools and slows around it, its stones may feel cool if touched, shaped by time, yet smooth by weather. A surface that has known the passing of countless quiet nights, holding no story but that of constancy. Imagine the light, soft and unchanging, never bright or demanding, only steady like a lantern in a window, telling you that all is well. Around the tower, the night drifts in, carrying faint scents of pine or grass, the hush of distant water, or the near silence of leaves held motionless by calm air. Each detail adding to the sense that this place asks nothing of you. The tower watches, yet not with eyes, not with urgency, only with presence. Its stillness woven into the quiet fabric of the evening, and as you picture it, your own breathing finds the same rhythm, slow and certain, like waves that do not hurry, or wind that brushes gently past without change. The more you let that image stay with you, the more you may notice how calm spreads, how thoughts feel less tangled, how even the body feels heavier, as though sinking into the safe ground beneath. Everything is steady tonight, and in that steadiness, you are free to rest. Free to release the layers of the day, free to imagine that the tower's watch is part of your own comfort. Its presence becomes a reminder that the night is already complete, already whole, and that you may simply be here, unhurried and at ease, as the hours unfold gently without your effort. The tower that watches without rest can be pictured again and again, each time softer, each time easier, each time becoming a part of the night around you, like a lantern glowing steadily in a familiar corner, always waiting, always unchanged, a marker of calm that does not fade with time, does not flicker with doubt, does not shift with weather, only stands, only stays, only offers presence without asking anything in return. And as you imagine it, you may let your own thoughts mirror its pace, slower, heavier, gentler, each breath like a wave moving in and then out, each pause between breaths a moment of rest that belongs fully to you, like sitting on a porch at dusk, noticing the air cooling, the crickets beginning, the sky deepening, and nothing else needing to happen, nothing else asking for your attention, only the moment itself. The tower, tall and still, is like the trees around it, rooted and patient. Yet, unlike the trees, it does not sway. It does not rustle. It simply holds its place. A silhouette of peace that does not need the sun to shine or the wind to stir. It is enough as it is, and so too, you are enough in this moment. Without motion, without effort, without expectation, simply resting where you are. Simply noticing the comfort of stillness. The tower may be imagined by the sea, where waves roll quietly against stone, each wave steady, each return sure, and the sound becomes a lullaby, slow and deep, blending with the vision of the tower, so that you feel both the grounding of stone and the fluid calm of water at once. Two forces that ask nothing, that hold you steady. Or you might place the tower in a meadow, where grasses lean lightly against its base, where fireflies drift in small arcs of light, where the air smells sweet and cool, and the only sound is the faint rhythm of your own breath. A sound that belongs in the night, a sound that belongs in safety. The tower does not change. It is always the same. So when your mind returns to it, again and again, you can trust it. You can let it anchor you, because it is built of constancy. Everything is steady tonight. As you follow this cycle of imagining, of returning, of resting, you may notice how easy it becomes to linger in the vision, to let the tower's watch carry what you no longer need to hold, to let its presence be enough. Each time the mind wanders, the tower is still there, waiting, steady, patient, and each time you return, you sink a little deeper, as though the stone of the tower has become the weight in your own body, drawing you gently down toward stillness. Picture the coolness of the stone, the softness of moss that may cling to its lower walls, the way moonlight brushes across its surface without altering its shape, without breaking its calm, and let those images blend with your breathing, steadying the rhythm of your thoughts. In another moment, the tower might be imagined beneath stars, countless and faint, yet together forming a ceiling of light, and the tower becomes one part of that vast stillness, a vertical line of patience beneath a sky of endless quiet, and you, small yet whole, resting within that scene, safe in the balance of it. The tower asks nothing more than to be, and so you too can ask nothing more than to rest. Everything is steady tonight. Each cycle of remembering the tower is like a lullaby with no end, repeating softly, turning gently, so that even as the words drift, the images stay, and even as the mind loosens, the body remains at ease, grounded by the simple thought that the watch is kept for you, that you may let go. Imagine now the texture of night air against your skin, cooler along your arms, softer at your face, warmer under the blanket or cover that holds you, and let those sensations mingle with the vision of the tower, the solidness of stone and the lightness of air working together, holding you steady. The tower does not sleep, and so you may sleep. It does not shift, and so you may drift. It does not tire, and so you may release, knowing that the night is held, and nothing can disturb the calm. Everything is steady tonight. In this way, the tower's watch becomes your own rhythm, each return to it deepening your rest, each cycle of remembering drawing you closer to quiet, until the hours lose their edges, until the moments blur, until only the sense of calm remains, steady as the tower, endless as the night. When you return again to the tower, the image may feel even more familiar, like revisiting a room that has always been waiting, where nothing has been disturbed, where everything is in its place, and the air holds a softness that greets you without words, without effort. The tower itself can be imagined from many gentle angles, perhaps viewed from a quiet path where stones line the edges, or from a small wooden bridge where water glides beneath, or from a hillside where grasses wave lightly, each view unchanged in its meaning, each view only adding to the sense that the tower does not shift, does not need to change to be steady. The tower that watches without rest is not a figure of burden, not a sign of labor. It is simply a presence, calm and abiding, like the hum of distant crickets or or the faint glow of a porch light left on through the night. Everything is steady tonight. Its watch is not about keeping dangers at bay, nor about commanding attention. It is about quiet continuity, a constant thread through the weave of the evening, reminder that the night is whole just as it is. Imagine the way its stones may hold warmth from the sun that is set hours before, now slowly releasing that warmth into the cool night air, like the way your body releases its own heat as you sink deeper into blankets. The comfort of balance found between warmth and coolness. Picture the top of the tower, touched by a slow breeze. So high above that, the air moves differently there, yet the base remains rooted and still, like two rhythms working together. One in motion, one in rest, both steady, both calm. The tower's watch can be seen as patience, as if it breathes in time with the night, matching the slow expansion of your own chest, the gentle fall of your shoulders, the even rhythm that repeats without strain. Imagine walking once around the tower in your mind, the ground even beneath your feet, the surface of stone cool and solid as you trace your hand along it, the air carrying faint scents of earth, wood, and maybe the salt of distant water, in each step bringing you back to the same place where you began. A circle without urgency, a circle without end. The tower is whole in itself, just as the night is whole in itself. Just as you are whole in this moment, without needing to do or to change. Everything is steady tonight. The presence of the tower can be thought of in 5 gentle ways: as an anchor that holds you in place, as a lantern that glows without flicker, as a tree that roots without sway, as a shoreline that meets each wave without hurry, and as a companion that stands quietly nearby. Each image soft, each image calm, each image layered gently into your awareness until they become one. And when they become one, you may notice how restful it feels to linger, how safe it feels to return, how easy it is to release. The tower does not measure time, yet its very stillness tells you that time can pass gently, that hours need no effort, that minutes can blur together like ripples across water. Imagine now the tower beneath a canopy of stars, each star faint yet steady, together forming a dome of light above, while the tower rises into that dome as if it belongs to both earth and sky, bridging stillness below and quiet above, and you resting in between. Your breath becomes part of the scene, a rhythm joining stone and sky, slow, unhurried, enough. Everything is steady tonight. Each cycle of imagining carries you deeper. Each return to the tower draws your body heavier into its resting place. Each thought that drifts away only shows you how easily you can come back to the tower's presence, to its steady watch. And as you come back, again and again, the thought of the tower becomes lighter, softer, needing fewer words, fewer images, only the sense of calm repeating, only the refrain reminding you that rest is already here, that night is already whole, and that you are already safe within it. The tower that watches without rest is now a part of the night you carry within, an image that repeats as softly as your own breathing, never hurried, never fading, always waiting in the stillness of evening. Its shape is simple, yet within its simplicity you can find endless quiet details to notice, like the way light brushes its surface in muted silver, like the way shadows settle against its base, like the way the air moves around it without altering its calm. Imagine yourself seated nearby on a bench of smooth wood, or perhaps upon the grass itself, the ground cooled beneath you, the sky wide above, and the tower steady before you, not asking for attention, not calling you to act, simply present. Everything is steady tonight. You might think of the tower as a rhythm, one that does not falter, a rhythm that continues whether you are awake or asleep, a rhythm that frees you from the need to keep pace, allowing you to let go, to drift. You may imagine its watch extending across fields, across water, across hills, not with eyes, not with effort, but with presence. its reach more about comfort than distance, its meaning more about calm than sight. The tower is stone, yet it is also memory, and it becomes a gentle part of your own remembering. A place to which you can return each time thoughts scatter, each time the body stirs, each time rest feels near. Everything is steady tonight. The sound of the night gathers around the tower, soft breezes brushing leaves, insects humming quietly in hidden places, a distant trickle of water moving over rock sand. Each sound layers into the calm, none of them sharp, none of them demanding, each of them simply part of the whole. The tower stands among them without altering them, without needing them to be different. And so you too may allow each sound of your own night to be present, accepted, part of the whole of this moment. Picture yourself leaning gently back, noticing how the tower does not lean, does not tire, does not shift. And in that difference, you are granted permission to release even further, to sink deeper, to let your weight rest fully where it lies. The tower's patience is endless, and so the night's patience is endless. And so your own rest can be endless, without pressure, without measure, only ease. Everything is steady tonight, and as you settle into that ease, the image of the tower becomes softer, less detailed, more like a shape held in the distance, steady silhouette that does not need words, does not need form, only presence. The refrain has woven itself into the rhythm of your thoughts, the cadence of your breath, and with each quiet repetition, you are reminded that you are safe, that you are whole, that you are free to drift. The tower holds the night, and the night holds you. And in that circle, nothing is missing, nothing is hurried, nothing is unsettled. Everything is steady tonight. Good night.